Picture this: billions of tiny lights powering your phone screen, traffic signals, and even stadiums, all thanks to the LED or light-emitting diode. It's everywhere, saving energy and illuminating our world in ways we often take for granted. But its story starts with a quest for something else. Hi, I'm your tech historian, and today we'll explore how Nick Holonyak Jr. accidentally sparked the LED revolution in 1962. It's a journey of serendipity. We'll cover the early hints from the early 1900s, the breakthrough moment at General Electric, the complex science of electroluminescence, and the LED's massive global legacy. This isn't just about a light bulb, it's about a fundamental shift in how humanity manages energy. Let's start over a century ago. The LED's roots go back much further than most realize, to an era of brass instruments and early radio waves. British engineer Henry Joseph Round at Marconi Labs noticed silicon carbide crystals glowing when electrified. He documented this first observation of electroluminescence in electrical world, noting colors like yellow, green, and even a faint blue. Round wasn't trying to make a light. He was studying radio detectors. This mere curiosity would wait years for its next pioneer. In the 1920s, Russian inventor Oleg Losev independently created the first LED using silicon carbide. He was a self-taught genius and received 16 patents, proposing a theory for how the light worked and even envisioning practical uses. But his work was tragically overlooked amid the chaos of the Russian Revolution and the lead-up to World War II. He died during the siege of Leningrad. Fast forward to the 1950s. The rise of semiconductor technology provided the tools needed to turn these early hints into a reality. Teams at Texas Instruments developed infrared LEDs. They were highly useful for remote controls, but invisible to the eye. The challenge was finding a material that could release energy in the visible spectrum. This brings us to Syracuse, New York. Enter Nick Holonyak Jr., the man who would finally bridge the gap from invisible to visible light. He was a force of nature. Born in 1928 to Russian immigrant parents in Illinois, Holonyak was the first in his family to attend school. He earned his PhD in 1954. Inspired by colleague Robert Hall's infrared laser, Holonyak had a different vision. He wanted a visible laser. He experimented with gallium arsenide phosphide alloys. He powered up a new diode he had hand-built. Suddenly it happened. Not a laser beam, but a steady, magic red glow. It was the world's first practical, visible spectrum LED. His specific alloy composition had tuned the semiconductor's energy gap to emit visible light. He famously predicted that these LEDs would replace Edison's incandescent bulbs. At the time, people thought he was dreaming. By 1968, GE launched the red LED commercially. But they weren't cheap. Each one cost $200, adjusted for today's money. They became icons of high-tech calculators and digital watches in the 70s, though green and yellow soon joined the palette. Holonyak left GE in 1964 to return to the University of Illinois, where he would teach for over 50 years. He co-invented the first quantum well laser diode, technology that now powers fiber optic internet and medical lasers. By the late 70s, we had red, yellow, and green. But one color remained elusive: a high-efficiency blue LED. That changed in the early 90s with Shuji Nakamura. Working at Nichia Chemical, he chose gallium nitride. Nakamura solved the P-type hurdle in 1992. By combining red, green, and blue, we finally had efficient white light for the world. As Nakamura's tech hit the market, production scaled and costs plummeted from dollars to mere cents per lumen. But how do these tiny diodes actually generate light? It's a process of quantum mechanics called electroluminescence. Let's look closer. Inside the semiconductor, we have a p-n junction. Electrons from the n side meet holes or positive charge carriers from the p side. When they recombine at the junction, they release energy as photons. The amount of energy released determines the wavelength and color. This is the energy band gap. Holonyak's gas material had just the right band gap to produce the first visible red light. Unlike traditional bulbs that waste 90% of energy as heat, LEDs convert up to 90% of energy directly into light. They are cool to the touch. They are mercury-free and can last for over 25,000 hours, about 25 times longer than an incandescent bulb. Holonyak lived to see his prophecy come true. he witnessed the world transition from the flicker of fire to the steady glow of the diode. Today, LEDs save billions of kilowatt-hours annually, significantly reducing global carbon footprints across every major city. Nobel Prize in Physics recognized this massive impact, awarding Nakamura, Akasaki, and Amano for the blue LED invention. Holonyak received the National Medal of Science, the IEEE Medal of Honor, and the Draper Prize for his visionary contributions. He passed in 2022 at age 93, but his invention continues to light our screens, our homes, and our high-speed data communications. From a serendipitous lab discovery to global illumination, the LED's journey is a testament to human curiosity and persistence. Thanks for joining this historic. Subscribe for more invention stories and stay curious.